why do you want to be happy? Like, no, seriously, it's a serious question. Like, why do you want to be happy? Is it because you're miserable right now, your life sucks, and you just want to feel happy again? Is it because like your mental health is terrible, and it's like you wake up every day not wanting to be alive, and so like you feel like happiness will change that? Is it because you feel like you could sleep all your problems away, but then every time you wake up, you're back in reality and you have to face your problems again? Is that why you want to be happy? If you were happy, how would that change your life? Would you actually start enjoying your life more? Would you actually love everything about your life, like big or small? Even if like you might wake up and you have a headache one day, but it doesn't matter, right? Because you're happy. Like, why would the headache matter anymore? If this is what your life looks like when you're happy, what's like you love your life, what is stopping you from loving your life right now when you're not happy? Why do you need to be happy in order to love your life? Why do you need to be happy to actually enjoy the little things about your life that you really don't even pay attention to? Because the thing is, happiness is not a permanent state of being. Happiness is an emotion that you feel, and it's temporary. You know how temporary emotions are. You know how like you feel sad one day and then you might wake up the next day and you don't feel as sad, or like you don't even feel sad at all. You might be angry at the world for something, for like somebody doing you wrong or something, and then you just learn to let it go. You like don't even care about it anymore, like, and then that anger fades away. So the same thing applies to happiness. We romanticize this idea of being happy that we forget about all other emotions and we only focus on being happy. You know how absurd that sounds? Like, there's no such thing as a bad emotion. Like, we call it bad emotion because like we would much rather feel happy than being sad. Like, of course, right? Like, nobody wants to feel depressed 24/7. Nobody wants to feel angry 24/7. But imagine that you were trying to make being angry your end goal in life. Like, you want to be angry, like constantly 24/7. Like it sounds really ridiculous when you put it that way, because you can't be angry 24/7. Like, you'll be angry, but then there's gonna be times where like you don't really even care about it. You forget about your anger all entirely, and it's like you're not even angry anymore. The same thing that happens with happiness, the same thing happens with your anxiety, same thing happens with excitement, fear, disgust. Every single emotion that you can experience in life is temporary, because it's a temporary state of being. For the peak human experience, you need to experience every single emotions that life has to offer you. Because how happy we can be in life is determined by how sad we can be in life as well. How excited we can be in life is also determined by how anxious we can be in life, because you can't be happy without being sad. You can't be happy without being angry. You can't be happy, whatever, bro. Like, you can't have happiness without having the other emotions too, because how would you know what happiness is if you were never sad? If you've never been depressed in your life, you've never had anxiety in your life, you've never experienced heartbreak, you've never been through a loss in your life, you have everything in your life, everything has been perfect up until this moment, how would you know you're happy? You have this loving family by your side, you have this steady source of income, you have like your health in top tier shape. How would you know you're happy? Like, seriously, like, you wouldn't know you that you're happy right now without knowing that there was a time where you used to be sad. There was a time where you used to be depressed, you used to be angry at the world for not being happy. And you look at everybody else like enjoying their lives, and you're comparing yourself to them, thinking, why can't I be them? Why can't I be happy too? You see what I mean? Like, you can't be happy without experience like the opposite of happiness. Okay, so if I'm not supposed to focus on being happy, what am I supposed to focus on? And the answer to that is being content. Being content with having what you have in your life. Because like the way our brain works is that if we're always wanting more, we want more happiness, we want more success, we want more financial freedom, whatever it is. When we want more, it shines light on what we don't have or lack of. And so it's like the more we want, the more we set our hearts out to like achieve what we want to do in our lives, we start focusing on what we don't have. We start focusing on our lack of happiness, our lack of success, our lack of everything else. So when you want to be happy in your life, you worry that you're not happy, you worry that you're not where you want to be in your life, and you worrying about not being happy makes you less happy. So it's like this vicious feedback loop where you're not happy and you think about how unhappy you are, and it makes you feel even unhappier than before. And it's like it's this loop that never ends. Like, it will literally never end unless you start actually appreciating your life for what it is, for appreciating your life for what you have, and actually being grateful for the life that you've been given. Because you unnecessarily making yourself happy is putting yourself through suffering that shouldn't exist, because you're suffering over a reality that doesn't even exist, because you're creating these imaginary problems for yourself for a reality that hasn't even been created yet. You know, it's a blessing and a curse with how like advanced our society is, that we actually can make the quality of our lives so much better. But by improving the quality of our lives, we've also destroyed the quality of our minds, because we see how much better our life can be if only we had this, if only we had that, when none of it really matters. You know, if you make a list of all the things that make you happy, you realize that none of it truly matters. Making like all this money will not make you happy. You know, sleeping around, being a degenerate, doing drugs, none of it makes you happy, bro. Like playing video games all day will not make you happy. Like I have nieces and nephews in Bangladesh, bro, where they can't even afford to buy diapers. Diapers is a luxury to them, bro. Like they've like my nephew's like what, 2 years old. He's almost 3 in like a couple of months. He's never worn a diaper in his life because they can't afford to buy diapers. And like we're thinking to ourselves, man, that must be like a struggle, bro. Like how can you like not afford diapers? Like imagine like all the like pain you have to go through, like cleaning sheets every night because your baby's like peeing everywhere, or it's like it's gonna like it has to go to the bathroom but it can't, so it just like poops on the floor or whatever, bro. Like imagine like all these like headaches that you have to suffer through because like you can't afford to buy diapers. But it's like you ask them, like, is this like even an issue? Like they'll probably tell you like no. Like why would buying diapers even be an issue? Like we'll clean it up. Like it's really not even that bad. Like our standard for life, our standard for happiness is so much higher compared to people who have nothing. Like this is why like poor people are so much happier than people who have like everything, because like you realize that you don't even need a lot to be happy. You have your family with you, you have a roof over your head, you have food, you have like this purpose in life to like achieve, you know, like praying to God, raising your family, whatever, bro, like providing for your family. Like you have these desires and goals you want to achieve because it's like something you truly want to achieve, not because it gives you status or clout in the real world. You realize that's all that matters. Nothing else really matters in this world. Like all the pain you can be dealt, all the hardships that come your way, it's truly a blessing. But then we gotten so smart that we think that we need to be making $10,000 a month to be happy. We need to have a Lamborghini to be happy. We need like 4 wives to be happy. You know what I mean? Like it's like we overcomplicate our lives to the point where we don't even know what happiness is anymore. So why don't you start like romanticizing your pain? Romanticizing the struggles that you go through, because I know struggle is tough. Like we don't always want to be struggling, but imagine you're living your life on easy mode where you have no struggles. You get bored of your life. Like I remember playing God of War like a couple years ago, and God of War is like this game where like you play as Kratos, right? And you're trying to like fight all these monsters or whatever to like make it to like these mountains. And I remember dying again and again and again. I'm like, bro, this game is just so hard. Like, why am I putting myself in this situation? Why am I even playing this game? Like, if it's so difficult. And I dropped the difficulty down to like give me a story. It's like the easiest difficulty where you can fight enemies and they die in like one hit. And I'm like, I'm breezing through this game and I'm like, bro, I'm so good at this game. But I think after like 2 hours, I got so bored. I'm like, this is supposed to be such a top level game. Like this game is so loved by like the gaming community, but I'm not even enjoying it because I've made it so easy. And so like I've brought the difficulty back up and I've actually started to enjoy it more, because now it's actually a challenge for me. Now I can actually play this game without worrying about it being too easy, you know? So it's like the same thing with your life. If your life is too easy, if you don't have any hardships in your life, then you're not even going to enjoy your life anyway. Because I truly think that for you to enjoy something, for you to truly appreciate your life, you need to struggle for it. You need to go through hardships for you to love your life. Because if you were handed everything down to you on the silver platter, you're born and you're making like $100,000 a month while you're in diapers. You know, you have your whole life set up without even having to work for it. You're going to get so bored by the time you're like 20 years old. Like you're not even going to want to do anything. Honestly, just be more grateful for your life. That's really the only way for you to truly be content, for you to truly be happy with your life. Because like we take so many little things for granted that we don't even think of like how much it might actually change our lives. Like the diapers I was talking about, bro. Like we might not actually realize it, but imagine like growing up without diapers, being grateful that you have a roof over your head, being grateful that you have like the bare necessities in life, because some people don't even have that. Like people are dying left and right in Palestine. You're over here thinking about how cold it is outside. Like, come on, bro. Do you think people are worried about it being cold at night when they're at risk of being bombed in the middle of the night? Like, it really does like shift your perspective, honestly, like what it truly means to be happy, what it truly means to be content with your life. And I'm not telling you to forget about being happy. Like, I'm not saying that at all. You should still strive for excellence. You should still strive to make the most out of yourself, the most you can with the life you've been given. But that doesn't mean you're going to idolize happiness. You're going to idolize being happy 24/7. You know what I mean? So instead of being happy, you want to aim for gratitude. There's one thing I do all the time, which is like gratitude journaling. Whenever I journal, whenever I write, I will always write three things that I'm grateful for. And you don't want to just do the first three things that come to your mind. Like, don't be like, I'm grateful for my phone. I'm grateful for my iPad. I'm grateful for my AirPods. Like that is surface level gratitude. Like it's gratitude, yes, but it's like it's surface level. You can get deeper than that. So like you just want to spend some time thinking like I'm grateful for what. And don't make excuses that you can't think of anything. Because are you truly sure that there's nothing for you to be grateful for? Like if you actually have to write out, I'm grateful for my phone. I'm grateful for my AirPods. And okay, sure to write it out, but give me a reason why. Why are you grateful for my AirPods? Because it lets me listen to music without wires. I'm grateful for my phone because I can actually use it to communicate with my friends. Like, have a reason why you're grateful for it. And then, like, there's like hundreds of things that you can think of, bro. Like, I'm grateful for my phone because I can record. I'm grateful for this cup because I can drink tea. I'm grateful for these glasses because without these glasses, bro, I'm blind, bro. I can't see without these glasses. But honestly, you have like hundreds of things that you're grateful for that literally are right in front of you. You just need to figure it out, actually write it out, and then it will like all come to like the spotlight. Recently, I've just been saying Alhamdulillah for everything in my life that's happened, like good or bad. I've just been saying Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah just means thank God, like praise to God. And I say that literally every little activity I do, like I try to consciously be aware of. Like I'll wake up in the morning and I'll say Alhamdulillah, like thank God that I'm awake. I'll go work out, finish the workout, and say Alhamdulillah for allowing me to finish this workout. Like literally being thankful for everything that I do in my life. You can do the same thing, even like regardless if you believe in God or not, just being thankful for having the ability to do what you can do every single day. Little things that we take for granted that we never even stop and think about, that literally we cannot live without. Like it will change our life if we actually deleted it from existence. So remember all of that when you ask yourself, why do you want to be happy?